It's mailbag time here on Chat Sports, NBA mailbag time. Harrison Graham and Chase Sr. with you here on YouTube. Get your questions in. We'll answer as many as we can. Starting with JP, are the Warriors better without Wiseman? Look, I think it's more of Steph's been unbelievable recently, so they're better when Steph is cooking. How about that?
Yes, there's no doubt about that. And for as great as Steph has been, the averages are going to play out at some point, okay? It's not possible for him to continue to average more than 40 points per game and just play stupidly like he has. Way too early to say if the Warriors are better without Wiseman. Also, guy's a rookie.
He's 20.
Okay, he's 20 years old.
SG first up here with the super. Who's a better three-point shooter, Curry or Booker? Curry might be the best shooter of all time.
Yes, Steph Curry is the best three-point shooter of all time, and I'm not taking anything away from Devin Booker. I thought that list of young players who you'd like to build around put out there by ESPN, not having Devin Booker ahead of guys like LaMelo Ball was a complete joke. But let's be honest here. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter in the history of the NBA, and the conversation ends there.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right on that. So I would go Curry. NBA Rumors is presented by the Newsbreak app. We partnered up with these guys about a month ago, and hey, I downloaded this app right away, and it's been a game changer for me. If you want local news alert based on your zip code, based on your city, keep up with things happening in your community, politics, pop culture, like I said, local news as well, food reviews, new restaurants popping up in your area, the Newsbreak app is for you. Go to chatsports.com/newsbreak. Sports content as well, including some videos from us here at Chat Sports. Chase, I know you're a big fan of this app.
Huge fan, and it's funny because we were talking the other day about how far phones have come, how far apps have come. I remember being in high school, and I'd kind of sneak text under the desk with one of those keyboard phones. Now that I have an iPhone, I have a bunch of apps on it, and one of the apps that I use the most, it's the Newsbreak app, because as you mentioned, everything shows up on one single feed from your local news sources. So basically everything you need to know nationally, locally, in your community, it's right on the Newsbreak app.
Think of it this way. Instead of downloading 10 different apps from different publications, it all comes together in one with Newsbreak. Chatsports.com/Newsbreak. That link will be in the comments. It'll be in the description. Go ahead and download the app today. Melanie is next up. Which Big Four is better? LeBron, Bosh, D-Wade, and Ray Allen, obviously in their Miami Heat days, or Curry, Durant, Klay, and Draymond? I love this question from Melanie here. Man, this is a tough one. I would lean the Curry, Durant, Klay, and Draymond one, even though I think out of those 8, Draymond might be the worst player, although Ray was toward the end of his career as well, but I just value shooting more. I think I would lean Golden State, but it's very close. That's a loaded group of talent between those two teams.
Money question from Melanie. Appreciate you watching, appreciate the question. And look, at the start of last decade, that crew, that team with the Miami Heat was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the modern day NBA hadn't seen anything like it at that point. That Miami Heat team against the style of the Golden State Warriors nowadays, I'm not sure they'd be able to keep up defensively. No. I really don't. Now, where do you have the edge if you're Miami? On the wing with LeBron and down low with Chris Bosh.
Yep.
But man, I mean, that team was just letting it fly. You have Durant guarding LeBron. D-Wade might be able to get his offensively, but can he keep up with Steph? And Klay Thompson, he is one of the best defenders in the league when he's right.
I'll give you a reason why I think Golden State would win that series in 5 or 6. Remember the Spurs thrashing Miami in that one series in the finals? And that was a
after the Heat had beat them.
And that was a ball movement, three-point shooting type of team. Golden State was way better than that than that San Antonio team, in my opinion. So I'd lean Golden State. I just don't think defensively Miami could keep up. Now, it would be entertaining, but I'm typing my W for Warriors. Shout out producer Sam for getting a question up here quick. H for Heat, W for Warriors. Get your votes in. Give me the Warriors in 6. I think they were the better team. I think they'd win a series. Gwendolyn Durhammer Hill. Which team needs Moses Moody the most in the 2021-2022 draft? They already confirmed he already confirmed for the 2021-22 draft. Chase is going to look up some numbers real quick on Moses Moody. Look, I'll just say this just as a general statement. The NBA draft is the ultimate crapshoot. B, if it's not one of the top couple of guys like a Cade Cunningham, a Suggs, a Mobley, it's hard to say, like, this team needs this guy, right? Like, it's just too much of an unknown when it comes to the NBA draft. NFL draft, for example, you look at a team like the Jags, you're like, they need a quarterback. Go get Trevor Lawrence. It's just natural.
Yeah. Who is Moses Moody as a prospect? Kind of hard to decipher. Is he the guy that in the SEC championship against LSU is going to drop 28 points? Or is he the guy against Baylor, a team with a lot of NBA prospects, long, physical, fast, who goes 2 of 10 for only 11 points? You got to
good year at Arkansas.
Figure out that range there. I think at Arkansas, definitely improved his stock, and he got some quality coaching there as well.
Vince McMahon, should the Warriors sign the next superstar flight reacts? I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure either. Does Vince McMahon mean, hey, Kawhi Leonard, come to the Bay. Let's go.
Hey,
how about that?
If you're asking Kawhi to the Bay, then yes, go sign him.
You know, you also have to ask for an early, ugly playoff exit for the Clippers for that to even come to fruition.
Any team that wants Kawhi, cheer against the Clippers in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The R&B bros, what center could the Warriors sign to add center depth? If you're talking about right now, it's irrelevant because you can't – the playoff rosters are set. You can't add a piece that's going to be on your playoff roster. So if you're talking off-season, is there a name that on the top free agents list that comes to mind? Do you take a swing at a John Collins?
You'd have to offer him a lot.
Maybe more of like a JaMychal Green, a second-tier type of guy, give you some minutes off the bench.
And I think Atlanta's going to match. I don't think Andre Drummond makes sense. I think the path is continue to move forward with Wiseman.
Yeah.
You have Kevon Looney. Maybe if you want to draft a guy in the mid to late first round, you could do that as well. Don't spend money when you don't need to.
No. The R&B bros, do you think James Wiseman can average a double-double next season? Absolutely. I mean, he wasn't insanely far off this year, and probably needs to put on a little bit of weight, 10, 15 pounds, add some muscle, which, you know, now that he's recovering from the knee, maybe he'll be able to hit the weight room a little more once he's fully healthy to work out. Yeah, I think he could give you 13 and 10 next year. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, 11.5 points and almost 6 boards this year.
Got to be a better rebounder.
Yeah, better rebounder. And then as he continues to evolve his offensive game, sprinkle in a more consistent elbow jumper with a corner three, no doubt.
Now, we have a lot of NBA team-based channels here at Chat Sports, and if you didn't know that, well, we're here to tell you about it. The Lakers Report, man, they're just running away with this thing. We have 35,000 subscribers, so you Lakers fans, go sub today. YouTube.com/LakersTV, the latest news and rumors around the purple and gold. Warriors fans, we just crossed 15,000 subscribers. Chase has been doing a great job over there, keeping you guys up to date, keeping you guys on track of the Steph Curry heaters. YouTube.com/WarriorsTV for Warriors coverage all year long. Dallas Mavericks today, we're approaching 13,000 subs. Not as much coverage recently, but we're looking to ramp that up here at Chat Sports. YouTube.com/MavsTV for you MFFLs. And then Boston Celtics today, we're close. 5,000 subs just around the corner. If you're a Celtics fan, YouTube.com/CelticsTV is the place to go. Chase has been grinding to get that channel to over 5,000 subscribers. Help us out. If we get more subscribers, we'll do more videos. So go check out our team-based channels. Chase Graff, Kawhi to the Warriors. Well, if you're watching live, we're going to break down our top 25 free agents here in about 15 minutes, so stay tuned for that. Let's speculate. Let's say Kawhi opts out here, Chase, and let's speculate even more. Maybe the Clippers lose early in the playoffs, first, second round. Maybe Paul George struggles again. I think it's interesting. He can stay on the West Coast. He loves California.
So if the Clippers have a disastrous showing in the playoffs and say they're one and done, maybe Kawhi leaves. But look, he's from San Diego. He has a home there. He's able to fly to Los Angeles, and it's a really good situation for him. And I understand that this report was thrown out there earlier this week by NBA Analysis. Financially, it's not even possible unless the Warriors get rid of like several players.
You got to move Wiggins
who are making a lot of money.
You have to move at least Wiggins, and it starts there.
Yes. Maybe even Draymond Green as well.
Which, by the way, I would do that if I was the Warriors. If I knew I could get Kawhi. If I knew I had Kawhi, I am dumping Wiggins at Draymond at all cost easily. I'm not even thinking twice about that.
We talk about NBA free agency being wild.
Oh, baby.
If that happens, my goodness.
We'll be covering it, so subscribe. The R&B Bros, can the Warriors pull a We Believe run in the playoffs and go deep in the playoffs? It's funny you asked this. We actually talked about this in the Chat Sports office, and I said, man, the Warriors are hot. Steph is humming. Who doesn't want to see a Jazz-Warriors first-round matchup and Steph putting some pressure on Utah, who has a lot to lose? And obviously, depending on when you're watching this, who knows what the Donovan Mitchell injury situation is. But that would be fun if the Warriors got in as the 8 seed. I would love to see it happen.
It would be awesome because Steph Curry is going to come out guns a-blazing, and he's going to try to put the team on his back and average around 40 points per night. I will say that growing up, that Warriors team, led by Baron Davis, 2006, 2007, with Matt Barnes and Jason Richardson,
that's a tough one in these
when
parts.
they beat the Dallas Mavericks as an 8 seed, the first team to ever do that, the atmosphere inside Oracle Arena, one of the most electric that you'll ever see. I'll never forget Baron Davis throwing down a jam in that series, and the crowd made that arena shake.
Shout out Baron Davis for getting the bag after that from
For
the
real.
Clippers and just fading into the abyss.
Hey.
Never really saw him again, but
Got the
hey,
bag.
that was a great series. The great Alexander, if the Warriors get up to the 6th seed, can Steph win MVP? Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Yes, because it is a major gap for Golden State to get up to 6. I think Portland's got a good 6-game lead as of Friday. So if Steph got them up to the 6th seed and ahead of the play-in tournament, I think at that point he's firmly in the mix to win MVP. He deserves a lot of credit already and should be in the mix already right now. You get to the 6th seed, though, that means Golden State's won like 75% of their games the rest of the way.
Yeah, and they've already won 4 straight. That's a season high. And as we record this on April 16th, 3 games back in the win column from the Portland Trailblazers, who were in there at that 6th spot. So I think if Steph Curry continues to ball out like he's been balling out at this rate and they get up to the 6th seed, maybe the betting odds improve a little bit in Steph Curry's favor.
Yep.
I just think it's a little too late for Steph Curry to realistically win an MVP.
It's going to be fun to watch. It's a fun MVP race this year. Would you vote Steph for MVP? Type V for vote, type D for deny. I'm not voting for him yet. Let's check back in a couple of weeks, though. Get your votes in, V for vote or D for deny. Subscribe and join us because, hey, we go live every Friday at 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Pacific time here on Chat Sports for the latest NBA news and rumors and, of course, live Q&A as well. I will say 2 Fridays from now, it's day 2 of the NFL draft, so that's a Friday. We won't be live for NBA Now, but we will be live for the NFL Draft, so that's fun as well. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Chase and I are keeping it real with you guys when it comes to the latest surrounding the NBA.